What if I told you that the slow creeping weakness you feel in your arms and legs, the struggle to open a jar, the hesitation before climbing a flight of stairs is not an inevitable part of getting older? What if it is a condition that can be fought? And what if the secret weapon to fight it was hiding in your fruit bowl? Today, we are throwing out the old rule book that says you just have to accept muscle loss after 60. We are going to reveal how 5 common fruits contain shocking natural compounds that can actually send a direct signal to your body to build new muscle. This is not a myth. This is cutting-edge science. This age-related muscle loss has a medical name, sarcopenia. And to fight it, we need to understand the master switch for muscle growth inside our cells. It's called the mTOR pathway. When this switch is turned on, your body builds muscle. When it's off, it doesn't. And this entire video is about how to use simple, delicious foods to help flip that switch back on. To guide us, we are so honored to have Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara with us. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you, Ben. That is a perfect way to explain it. We must be very clear with our viewers. These fruits do not contain muscle tissue, but they contain something far more powerful. They contain the messages. They carry the specific natural signals that tell the body's own systems to begin the process of repair and of rebuilding. It is about communicating with your body in a language that it was designed to understand.
And that's our mission today, to teach you that language. Dr. Hinohara is going to walk us through the 5 most powerful fruits for rebuilding muscle. For each one, he will explain its unique benefit, and I will explain the fascinating science behind how it works. Then at the very end of the video, he will share a simple, practical plan to turn this powerful knowledge into a lasting daily habit. We believe it's a true blessing to understand how our bodies are designed to heal and to have these amazing natural tools to help them. If you are ready to learn how to eat for strength and reclaim your independence, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and this information could truly change the way you age.
Before we can talk about building new muscle tissue, we must first make sure that the muscles we already have are receiving the correct signals and have enough energy to do their work. Our first 2 fruits are the foundation for this entire process.
That's a great way to put it. We need a solid foundation before we can build the house. So what is the first foundational fruit, doctor?
The first is the humble banana. Many people today dismiss it as being just sugar, but for an older adult, its true power lies in its rich mineral content. Your muscles do not work by willpower alone. They work by receiving very precise electrical signals from your nerves. Without the right minerals, those signals become weak, and your muscles cannot contract properly.
That's exactly right. And let's explain that electrical signal. Every single time you decide to move a muscle, your nerve cells use a microscopic engine called the sodium-potassium pump. It creates the electrical spark that tells the muscle to contract. If you are low in potassium, that spark is weak and your muscle contraction will be weak. A single medium banana provides a significant amount of your daily potassium needs. And it's not just potassium. Bananas also contain magnesium, which is essential for muscle relaxation after a contraction and for helping your cells create energy. The study you mentioned from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition directly linked higher potassium intake to having more muscle mass in older adults.
So, a banana is not just a simple snack. It is a tool to ensure your nerve-to-muscle communication is strong and clear. A very practical way to use it is to have half a banana or a full one if you are very active, paired with a source of protein like plain Greek yogurt. Eating this within 30 minutes after you have done some light exercise, even just a walk, helps to replenish the minerals you've used and provides the protein for repair.
So bananas provide the essential minerals for the spark to happen. But what provides the long-term energy for the muscle cells themselves? What's our second fruit, doctor?
Our second fruit is one that helps to protect and even rebuild the tiny energy factories that exist inside every single one of your muscle cells. I am talking about blueberries. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, Patricia. She is a 71-year-old retired school teacher who has loved to go for long walks in the hills near her home her entire life. She came to me because she was feeling very discouraged. She said, "Doctor, I used to be able to walk for an hour and feel energized. Now, after just 20 minutes, my legs feel like they are made of lead, and it takes me 2 full days to recover." She was slowly losing the one activity that brought her so much joy and peace. We reviewed her diet, and we added just one simple thing: 1 cup of blueberries every single day. She would buy them frozen and add them to a simple smoothie in the morning. After 3 months, she came back to my office, and I could see the light in her eyes had returned. She said, "I am back up to 45-minute walks, and I feel strong again the next day." The blueberries were helping her body's energy system to heal and recover.
Patricia's story is a perfect real-world example of what is happening at the cellular level. Those energy factories Dr. Hinohara mentioned are called mitochondria. As we age, our mitochondria naturally become less efficient and more damaged by something called oxidative stress. The beautiful deep blue color in blueberries comes from a powerful group of antioxidants called anthocyanins. A study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that these specific compounds directly protect our mitochondria from that damage. Even more amazingly, they can signal the body to create new healthy mitochondria. So you are literally helping to recharge your cellular batteries. It is a testament to the incredible design of our bodies that we have these power plants and that nature provides the exact tools needed to help maintain them.
So, we have provided the minerals for the nerves to fire correctly and the fuel for the muscle cells' energy factories. Now we must create the right environment inside the body for repair and rebuilding to actually happen. Our next 2 fruits are experts at creating this peaceful, healing environment.
Let's talk about that environment, Doctor. I think one of the biggest obstacles to building muscle after 60 is something that most people can't even feel, but it's happening inside them all the time.
That is correct. It is a quiet, chronic, low-grade inflammation that some scientists are now calling inflammaging. This constant internal fire makes it very difficult for your muscles to heal and grow. It is like trying to build a new house while a small fire is always smoldering in the foundation. Our third fruit is a powerful tool to help put out that fire. I am talking about tart cherries. I must tell you about Michael. He was a 74-year-old retired mail carrier who loved to work in his garden. He came to me and said, "Doctor, it's not that I feel weak. It's that I feel sore all the time. My joints ache, my muscles feel stiff. I never feel fully recovered even after a good night's sleep." This was the classic signature of inflammaging. I suggested he try a very simple ritual: drink 1 small glass, about 8 ounces of unsweetened tart cherry juice every evening, about an hour before bed. He was skeptical, but he was tired of feeling sore, so he tried it. A month later, he came back to my office, and the first thing he said to me was, "I am not so stiff when I wake up in the mornings anymore." By reducing that constant low-level inflammation, his body finally had a peaceful environment in which it could properly heal and repair itself overnight.
Michael's story is a perfect real-world illustration of what the clinical research shows. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that the powerful antioxidants and polyphenols in tart cherries significantly reduce muscle soreness and markers of inflammation in the blood. They work by helping to downregulate a key inflammatory pathway in the body called NF-kappa B. In very simple terms, the compounds in tart cherries tell your body's alarm system to quiet down, which, as you said, doctor, creates the right conditions for muscle to actually recover and grow.
So, after we have calmed the fire of inflammation, we must make sure the building materials, the nutrients, and the oxygen can actually be delivered to the construction site. This brings us to our fourth fruit, which is a master of improving blood flow, the pomegranate.
This is such a critical piece of the puzzle. You can eat all the protein in the world, but if the amino acids from that protein can't get to your muscle tissue, they are completely useless. Pomegranates are incredibly rich in special antioxidants called polyphenols. Our bodies use these polyphenols to dramatically increase our natural production of a molecule called nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide is a powerful vasodilator, which is a simple way of saying it is a natural signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. When your blood vessels are wider, circulation improves. This means more oxygen and more nutrients, like the building blocks from protein, can be delivered directly to your muscles right when they need it most, like after a walk or other activity.
Because of this effect, the timing of when you consume it can be very helpful. Drinking a small glass, just 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened pomegranate juice about 30 to 60 minutes before you go for a walk or do some light exercise can be very beneficial. It helps to ensure that your muscles are getting the best possible blood supply while they are working.
It is just amazing how these simple natural foods have such a powerful and specific scientific impact on our bodies. We feel so blessed to be able to share this kind of knowledge. And to help us see the global community that we are sharing it with, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. It is so encouraging to see this message of health reaching so many people. Doctor, we've talked about fruits for minerals, for cellular energy, for reducing inflammation, and for improving blood flow. It's an incredible support system for our muscles. But is there a fruit that sends a more direct signal to the muscles telling them to actually grow and protect themselves?
Yes, there is. And this brings us to our fifth and final fruit, and it is perhaps the simplest of all, the apple. But the great secret of the apple, the part that contains this powerful message for our muscles, is not in the sweet flesh. It is in the skin.
The apple skin. Most people don't think twice about it. What's in it that's so special?
It contains a natural compound called ursolic acid. This is one of nature's most powerful signals for muscle preservation.
And the research on this is absolutely fascinating. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Cell Metabolism found that ursolic acid can actually mimic some of the effects of strength training at the cellular level. In simple terms, it sends a direct signal that helps to turn on the muscle-building pathways, like that mTOR switch we talked about in the beginning, and at the same time, it helps to block the pathways that lead to muscle breakdown. It essentially acts as an amplifier for all of your other efforts to build and maintain muscle.
That is why it is so very important to eat the apple with its skin. Do not peel it. A simple and effective habit is to have a small apple with the skin on, perhaps with a small amount of unsalted nut butter, as your snack after a walk or other light exercise. You are delivering that special signaling molecule directly to your body, right when your muscles are most ready to receive it.
That is incredible. A compound in a simple apple peel that can help protect our muscles. So now we have our 5 powerful fruits, bananas, blueberries, tart cherries, pomegranates, and apples. Doctor, knowing what to eat is amazing, but I think the biggest challenge for many people is actually turning that knowledge into a real lasting habit.
That is a very wise and important question. Knowledge without action is useless. To turn this knowledge into a habit, I teach my patients 3 simple principles: timing, pairing, and consistency.
Okay, let's break those down. What do you mean by timing?
Timing means eating these fruits when your body is most prepared to use them for muscle repair. There are 2 golden windows. The first is within 30 to 60 minutes after exercise, even a gentle walk. This is when your muscle cells are open and ready for fuel. The second window is in the evening, an hour or 2 before bed, as your body does most of its muscle repair work during deep sleep.
That makes perfect scientific sense. Your insulin sensitivity is at its highest right after exercise, so your muscles can absorb the nutrients from the fruit most effectively. And as you said, our body releases growth hormone during deep sleep, which is a major signal for muscle repair. So what's the second principle, pairing?
Pairing means you should try to never eat fruit by itself. You must always pair it with a partner, a small amount of a healthy protein or a healthy fat. For example, your banana slices with plain Greek yogurt, your apple slices with a spoonful of almond butter, your blueberries in a smoothie with a scoop of protein powder.
And this is because the protein and fat act as a brake on the fruit's natural sugar. It slows down the absorption of that sugar into your bloodstream, which prevents an inflammatory blood sugar spike and provides a more steady, sustained stream of energy and building blocks to your muscles. And the final principle, consistency.
Consistency is the most important of all, and the best way to be consistent is to link this new habit to an old one you already have. For example, you can make a simple rule for yourself. When I finish my daily walk, then I will immediately have my banana and yogurt. Or when I brush my teeth at night, then I will have my small bowl of tart cherries. You do not have to rely on willpower. The old habit becomes the automatic trigger for the new healthy habit.
That's a brilliant tool that psychologists call an implementation intention or habit stacking. By deciding in advance exactly when and where you will act, you dramatically increase the chances that you will follow through. It's a way of being intentional and disciplined in how we care for the health we've been blessed with. So the big takeaway today is that eating for muscle after the age of 60 is not just about eating more protein. It's about sending the right signals to your body. And as we've learned, these 5 fruits, bananas, blueberries, tart, cherries, pomegranates, and apples are powerful natural messengers that help turn on your body's own muscle-building systems. This is a new and empowering approach to senior health. Here at Healthier Daily, our goal is to give you these kinds of practical science-backed tools that you can use right away. By adding these fruits at the right time and in the right way, you are creating an internal environment that encourages strength and fights back against age-related decline. This is a cornerstone of proactive senior health. We hope this guide shows you that you have more control over your strength than you may have thought. That is the core message of Healthier Daily. It's about making smart, simple choices that can have a huge impact on your overall senior health.
I want to leave everyone with this final thought. Your body wants to be strong. It has an incredible capacity to repair and rebuild at any age. You must listen to it. Give it these simple gifts from nature. A small, consistent habit done with care is always more powerful than a large, inconsistent effort. Remember, you're not just eating food, you're communicating with your body. Speak to it with kindness and with nourishment.
That is a beautiful way to put it, Doctor. Communicating with kindness. It's a wonderful way to honor the one body we've been blessed with on this journey. And of course, the wisest way to care for your body is to always work with your own doctor or a registered dietitian, especially if you have any existing health conditions like diabetes. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. It is not a substitute for the personal medical advice of your own trusted physician. If you found this guide helpful and empowering, please give this video a like so that others can discover this information. And be sure to share it with a friend or family member who is looking for natural ways to stay strong. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will never miss our next guide to your health and well-being. And for our community discussion today, which of these 5 powerful fruits are you most excited to add to your routine? Please share your choice in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to start. Thank you for being with us. Be well and be strong.